114 years ago today, 10 men who controlled the Chicago meatpacking industry were found not guilty of violating the Sherman antitrust law. At the time, there had been rumors of collusion between the different meatpacking companies going back as far as 1898. However, all 10 men were found innocent, and one of the reasons given was that there were technical errors written on the indictment. That being said, this wasn't even the biggest investigation that the Beef Trust had undergone during the early 1900s. That honor went to the journalist Upton St. Clair in his book The Jungle, which was a muckraking novel released in volumes in 1905. During this time, Chicago was home to the largest meatpacking center in the US. Cows from across the country were sent to Chicago to be butchered, before being shipped off to entirely different parts of the US. Despite being such an integral part of the meat processing process, the Beef Trust was atrocious. St. Clair decided to go undercover and work at the Beef Trust so as to discover its secrets. And boy did he. Not only did St. Clair find that the Beef Trust had been illegally siphoning water from the city, but they were also completely mismanaging the meat. Nothing was stored correctly and everything was used, including the rats. Yes, you did hear that correctly, even the ones that were poisoned. You can look up the rest of the details if you like. They're pretty icky. Although St. Clair's work led the US government to establish the Pure Food and Drug Act of 1906, as well as the Meat Inspection Act of 1906, things still weren't perfect. For example, in 1973, flame retardant was accidentally mixed into livestock feed, exposing over 8 million people in Michigan to PBB. There were also issues in the 80s as the UK became swept up in fear over mad cow disease. All I can say is, don't eat the sausage. And that's your history today.